Few cars have captured the imagination of enthusiasts like the Lamborghini Countach. With its wedge-shaped design, scissor doors, and raw, unbridled performance, the Countach didn't just drive, it roared into the collective consciousness as a symbol of automotive rebellion and innovation. Born in an era when supercars were evolving from exotic curiosities to cultural icons, the Countach became more than a vehicle. It became a blueprint for what a high-performance, emotionally charged car could be. To understand the Countach is to explore its engineering genius, radical design, and cultural impact. From the drawing board to the asphalt, the Countach represents a fusion of art, science, and audacity that define Lamborghini's legacy. The birth of a legend, the Lamborghini Countach emerged in the early 1970s, during a time when Italian supercar manufacturers were battling fiercely for dominance, innovation, and identity. Ferrari, Maserati, and De Tomaso were all pushing boundaries, but Lamborghini still, a young company founded in 1963 by industrialist Ferruccio. Lamborghini was aiming for something far bolder. The company had already shocked the automotive world with the Miura, a groundbreaking mid-engine masterpiece that had redefined how a supercar could look and perform. The Miura wasn't just a car. It was a declaration that Lamborghini had arrived to challenge the old order. But Ferruccio was not satisfied. He knew that the next decade demanded an even more dramatic leap forward. The Countach began as that next step, a project intended to surpass not only the Miura, but everything Italy's rivals were attempting. Ferruccio envisioned a machine that would not simply continue Lamborghini's design language but reshape the very future of supercar design. He wanted something extreme, something that would feel outrageous yet strangely inevitable. A car that would push engineering boundaries, set new performance standards, and create a visual presence so powerful it could stop people in their tracks. The Countach needed to be more than fast. It needed to be unforgettable. To bring this vision to life, Lamborghini once again turned to Marcello Gandini, the brilliant mind at Bertone responsible for the Miura's sensual curves. But for the Countach, Gandini abandoned curves altogether. Instead, he created one of the most radical automotive designs ever conceived. The Countach shape, a sharp, angular wedge, looked like it had been carved out of the future. It wasn't just unconventional, it completely rejected the design norms of the era. The low, pointed nose, the sharply rising rear, the flat surfaces, and the aggressive stance came together to create a silhouette that appeared more spacecraft than car. Despite its futuristic appearance, every element had purpose. Gandini engineered the wedge shape for aerodynamic efficiency, reducing drag while maintaining stability at high speeds. The scissor doors, now iconic, were not added. For drama alone, they solved a practical problem posed by the car's extremely wide sills, making entry and exit possible in tight spaces. The longitudinal mid-engine layout kept weight distribution optimal and performance razor-sharp. When Lamborghini unveiled the prototype, the world was stunned. The Countach was not just ahead of its time, it seemed detached from time altogether. In one stroke, Lamborghini had created a design blueprint that influenced decades of supercars to come. The Countach was bold, rebellious, and unapologetically extreme, exactly what Ferruccio envisioned, and it set a new standard that reshaped automotive history. Radical design philosophy. The Lamborghini Countach's design is the single most defining element of its legacy. A visual statement so bold and uncompromising that it permanently altered automotive design philosophy. When it first appeared, nothing on the road looked remotely similar. The sharp, angular wedge profile stood in complete contrast to the curvy, flowing aesthetics that dominated sports car styling in the 1960 seconds and early 1970 seconds. Designers had long relied on rounded forms, inspired by aircraft and natural shapes, but Marcello Gandini deliberately broke away from tradition. The Countach's aggressive geometry was a declaration that the future of the supercar would not be gentle or organic. It would be sharp, sculpted, and unapologetically extreme. This wedge shape was not created for shock value alone. It was carefully engineered to optimize aerodynamics, reduce drag, and maintain stability at high speeds. The long, low nose sliced through the air, while the rising rear profile helped generate downforce, keeping the car planted even when pushed to its limits. At a time when manufacturers were only beginning to understand the full impact of aerodynamics on road cars, Lamborghini's decision to embrace such a radical form demonstrated genuine engineering foresight. The Countach didn't just look futuristic, it performed like a machine designed ahead of its time. Among its many groundbreaking features, the scissor doors quickly became the most iconic. Hinged at the front and lifting vertically, they solved a practical problem created by the car's wide sills and low stance. Conventional doors would be difficult to open in tight spaces, but Gandini turned necessity into spectacle. The upward swinging doors made getting in and out dramatically easier while simultaneously presenting a theatrical, almost ceremonial entrance. When a Countach owner lifted those doors, it wasn't simply opening a vehicle, it was unveiling a piece of rolling artwork. Today, scissor doors are synonymous with Lamborghini, but it was the Countach that first introduced and immortalized the concept. The rest of the exterior design followed the same philosophy of beauty fused with purpose. The rear haunches were widened to make space for the growing V12 engine, and the larger rear tires needed traction. These muscular arches gave the car a stance that conveyed power even when standing still. At the front, the low, aggressive styling wasn't just for aesthetics. It improved airflow to the radiators and reduced aerodynamic lift. Pop-up headlights, sharp air inlets, and angular side intakes were all integrated to maintain cooling efficiency, while reinforcing the Countach's futuristic silhouette. Every line, every contour, and every panel was intentional. The Countach wasn't simply designed to turn heads, it was crafted to set a new visual and functional standard. And it succeeded so thoroughly that its aesthetic language still echoes through Lamborghini's lineup today, proving the enduring power of a design that dared to reject the ordinary. The engineering behind the beast beneath the Lamborghini Countach's dramatic, futuristic exterior was a machine engineered with meticulous precision, a car built not just to look revolutionary, but to perform at a level few had ever imagined. While its sharp wedge profile captured global attention, the real brilliance of the Countach was hidden underneath its sculpted panels. Lamborghini's engineers designed it from the ground up to be a genuine driver's car, a supercar with the balance, power, and handling characteristics to match its outrageous appearance. Central to this engineering vision was the placement of the engine. The Countach featured a mid-mounted V12, a configuration that wasn't common at the time, but was becoming essential for achieving elite performance. By positioning the engine longitudinally behind the driver, Lamborghini dramatically improved the car's weight distribution, resulting in more predictable handling, greater stability at high speeds, and a responsiveness that felt years ahead of its competitors. This setup also helped reduce understeer, giving the car a sharper, more aggressive driving character, one that demanded skill but rewarded confidence. The earliest production versions of the Countach came equipped with a 4-liter V12 producing around 375 horsepower. Numbers like these, paired with its lightweight structure, allowed the Countach to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 5 seconds, a figure that placed it among the fastest machines of the 1,970 seconds. As Lamborghini refined the model, the engine evolved significantly. The LP400S introduced incremental improvements, while the LP500S increased displacement to 4.8 liters, adding more torque and sharpening acceleration. Later came the legendary 5000 Quattrovolvo, which pushed the engine to 5.2 liters and incorporated 4 valves per cylinder. This upgrade pushed output to well over 450 horsepower, cementing the Countach's status as one of the most formidable supercars of its era. Supporting all this power was a chassis engineered for strength, rigidity, and control. Lamborghini constructed the Countach's foundation using a tubular steel space frame, a structure both lightweight and extremely stiff. This design provided the perfect platform for the car's extreme proportions and allowed engineers to fine-tune suspension geometry with remarkable accuracy. Despite the Countach's wild styling, its handling was rooted in technical sophistication. It used independent double wishbone suspension at all 4 corners, paired with coil springs and telescopic dampers. This setup delivered the ideal blend of agility and stability, enabling the car to carve corners with precision while still offering a surprisingly manageable ride for a supercar of its time. Every component from the V12's placement to the rigidity of the frame was engineered to work in harmony. The result was a car that didn't just redefine automotive design, but also reshaped expectations of what a supercar could achieve mechanically. The Countach wasn't merely a visual icon. It was a performance benchmark that proved Lamborghini's engineering was every bit as daring as its design language. Aerodynamics and performance. Aerodynamics played an essential and deeply intentional role in the Lamborghini Countach's overall design philosophy. While its daring shape often grabs attention for its artistic impact, every surface and angle was engineered to manipulate airflow with precision. The car's signature wedge profile was the foundation of this aerodynamics-first approach. By keeping the nose incredibly low to the ground and allowing the bodyline to rise toward the rear, the Countach naturally reduced drag and cut through the air far more efficiently than many of its contemporaries. This shape minimized turbulence, helping the car remain stable at high speeds, a necessary feature for a machine powered by an ever-evolving V12 engine that pushed performance to the edge of what the era's engineering could support. Beyond the basic silhouette, Lamborghini refined the Countach with an array of vents, ducts, and intakes that served both functional and performance-driven purposes. Sculpted side intakes fed cool air directly to the engine bay, a crucial requirement as the engine grew in displacement and power across later variants. Additional vents positioned along the rear quarters and engine cover were strategically shaped to extract hot air and maintain thermal stability, especially during prolonged high-speed runs. These were not decorative elements, they were carefully calculated solutions to airflow management, ensuring that the car could sustain its performance without overheating. Rear spoilers and aerodynamic appendages became key components as the Countach evolved. Early versions focused more on maintaining a clean wedge, but later models introduced detachable and optional rear wings designed to increase downforce, especially at extreme speeds. While some debated whether these wings improved aerodynamics or simply enhanced the car's dramatic presence, Lamborghini's engineering goal remained consistent: maximize high-speed stability and give the Countach the planted, predictable behavior demanded by its escalating horsepower figures. These modifications made the later models feel more controlled and confidence-inspiring during aggressive driving. The Countach's stance also played a pivotal role in aerodynamic and mechanical performance. The car featured unusually wide rear tires paired with comparatively narrower front tires, a staggered configuration that significantly enhanced traction. This setup allowed the rear wheels to better manage the enormous torque produced by the V12 engine, while the front tires maintained precise steering input. Combined with the mid-engine layout, which provided an exceptionally low center of gravity, the Countach offered a level of grip and handling that belied its wild appearance. Drivers experienced a sense of control that few supercars of the era could match, even as the Countach approached the limits of its performance envelope. Material engineering further refined its performance. Certain versions of the Countach incorporated aluminum body panels, reducing weight without compromising structural integrity. This use of lightweight materials helped improve acceleration, braking, responsiveness, and cornering agility. At a time when most supercars relied heavily on steel, Lamborghini's willingness to experiment with mixed materials showcased its forward-thinking approach. In every aspect, from airflow to handling to material selection, the Countach was engineered not just to look fast, but to be fast. Its aerodynamic innovations became foundational principles for future supercars, proving once again that the Countach's legacy is built on both art and science, seamlessly fused into one legendary machine. The interior, driver-centric design. While the exterior of the Lamborghini Countach often steals the spotlight, the interior was crafted with equal intention and engineering discipline. Lamborghini understood that a supercar's true identity isn't just defined by how it looks from the outside, but by how it makes the driver feel from behind the wheel. For that reason, the Countach's cabin was built around the driving experience, raw, focused, and deeply immersive. The cockpit was set extremely low, placing the driver close to the road in a way that heightened both feedback and adrenaline. This low seating position allowed for a more direct sense of speed, making even moderate acceleration feel exhilarating. The windscreen stretched outward at a dramatic angle, adding to the sense of being inside a machine designed for pure performance rather than everyday convenience. Once seated, the driver felt enveloped by the cabin, almost like slipping into the cockpit of a jet, intimate, purposeful, and tightly focused. Every instrument and control was placed with deliberate precision, The dashboard wrapped slightly toward the driver, and the gauges were angled in a way that made vital information engine, temperature, oil, pressure, tachometer readings instantly visible. In a car capable of extreme speeds and rapid power delivery, such accessibility was crucial. The designers understood that the driver needed constant awareness of the car's mechanical condition, and they ensured that all readouts could be monitored with a quick glance, even at full throttle. The seating was another reflection of this performance-first philosophy. The bucket seats were snug, designed to hold the driver and passenger firmly in place during aggressive cornering and spirited driving. Instead of plush cushioning or luxury materials, the focus was on structure and support. These seats reinforced the Countach's identity as a machine built for drivers who valued precision over comfort. Despite the tight fit, the seats gave the sense that the car and driver were connected, physically aligned in purpose and movement. The controls themselves were simple by modern standards, yet thoughtfully arranged. The gear lever had a short, mechanical throw that provided tactile feedback with every shift. Switches and toggles were positioned logically, allowing drivers to operate them instinctively without diverting attention from the road. Even the steering wheel was crafted to offer maximum road feel, transmitting vibrations and feedback directly through the driver's hands. This mechanical purity, almost absent in modern electronically assisted systems, gave the Countach a raw, analog personality. Despite its functional approach, Lamborghini didn't ignore style. The interior featured sharp lines and geometric forms that echoed the car's exterior aesthetic. Leather surfaces, angular panels, and minimalist details gave the cabin a uniquely Lamborghini character. Bold yet focused, stylish yet purposeful. No element existed solely for decoration. Everything served the driving experience. In the Countach, the interior wasn't just a place to sit, it was a command center. Every angle, material, and control contributed to a sense of intensity, reminding the driver that they were piloting one of the most radical automotive creations of its time. The experience was immersive, visceral, and unforgettable, just as Ferruccio Lamborghini intended. Variants and evolution. The Countach evolved through multiple variants over its production life, from 1,974 to 1,990. Each pushing performance, design, and technology further. LP400, the original production model, celebrated for its pure design and lightweight construction. LP400S introduced wider tires, flared wheel arches, and modified suspension for improved handling. LP500S and 5000 QV increased engine displacement and introduced advanced fuel injection and power enhancements. 25th Anniversary Edition. The final model, incorporating refined aerodynamics, improved comfort, and technological upgrades. Each variant retained the Countach's core identity. Wedge-shaped styling, scissor doors, and mid-engine V12 performance, proving that evolution does not require sacrificing character. Cultural impact. The Lamborghini Countach was more than a car. It was a cultural phenomenon. It became the dream car of the 1,980 seconds, appearing in posters, movies, music videos, and magazines. Its futuristic design and extreme performance defined the image of a supercar for a generation. The Countach also influenced automotive design globally. The wedge-shape, scissor doors, and aggressive styling inspired competitors and successors, establishing a design language that remains associated with high-performance cars to this day. It wasn't just a status symbol, it represented freedom, excess, and the thrill of innovation. Owning or driving a Countach was about identity, audacity, and living life at the limit. Engineering legacy. The Countach's engineering legacy extends far beyond its own production. Its innovations in mid-engine layout, aerodynamics, and chassis design influenced subsequent Lamborghini models, including the Diablo, Murcielago, and Aventador. Its emphasis on driver engagement, raw power, minimal electronic interference, and mechanical purity set a standard for supercars that prioritize emotional experience over mere practicality. Lamborghini proved that engineering could evoke excitement, fear, and joy simultaneously, creating a machine that is as much art as it is technology. The Countach also demonstrated the importance of design and engineering collaboration. Gandini's radical styling could have been impossible without Lamborghini's engineers developing solutions to accommodate extreme aerodynamics, cooling, and structural demands. This synergy between design and engineering became a hallmark of Lamborghini's philosophy. Lessons from the Countach. The Lamborghini Countach teaches several enduring lessons about design, engineering, and innovation. Bold vision. Radical ideas, like the wedge shape and scissor doors, can define an era when executed with precision. Engineering meets aesthetics. Performance and design must complement each other, not compete. Continuous evolution. Incremental improvements across variants maintain relevance while honoring core identity. Driver-centric philosophy. Engineering should prioritize human experience, balancing emotion with mechanics. Cultural resonance. A product transcends function when it connects with imagination, desire, and aspiration. These principles make the Countach not just a car, but a benchmark in automotive history. Enduring appeal decades after its debut, the Countach remains one of the most iconic and recognizable supercars in the world. Collectors prize its originality, enthusiasts revere its raw driving experience, and designers study its revolutionary form. The Countach's influence persists in Lamborghini's modern supercars, which continue to embrace extreme styling, mid-engine layouts, and driver-focused performance. Even in the age of electronics, hybrid systems, and autonomous driving, the Countach's blueprint, pure, audacious, and unapologetically bold, remains relevant. It is a reminder that innovation is not merely about solving technical problems. It is about creating emotion, excitement, and cultural impact through engineering and design. The Lamborghini Countach was more than a supercar. It was a statement, a revolution, and a blueprint for what high-performance machines could be. Every angle, every panel, and every horsepower was meticulously crafted to thrill, challenge, and inspire. Its wedge-shaped silhouette and scissor doors became the language of Lamborghini, defining the brand and influencing automotive design for generations. Beyond speed and power, the Countach demonstrated the importance of vision, collaboration, and boldness in innovation. The Countach reminds us that engineering is not just about mechanics, it's about emotion, imagination, and daring to create something that transcends time. It set the standard for supercars, inspired generations of designers and drivers, and cemented Lamborghini's place in the pantheon of automotive legends. The Lamborghini Countach didn't just move on wheels, it moved hearts, minds, and the entire landscape of automotive history.